Hello YouTube. Welcome to the ninth edition of the horizontal stabilizer build for my Vans RV-14. In an effort to slightly increase the production value of these videos, I've added the blueprint view to the airplane just to give an idea of what exactly I'm working on. So the light blue is completed and the yellowish brown orange was what I'm currently working on. So here we go. In the last video, I finished up creating the spar skeleton, and in this one, the next step that I'm supposed to do is attach the skins to that spar skeleton, specifically to the spar. And or rather also in the spar to the nose ribs that we just put in their last video. And we're just going to leave it at nose ribs. It's a bit difficult because you've got to get in there pretty tight just to get the nose ribs attached to the spar with pop rivets. It's the only way you can since they're already attached to the skin. And so here I am just sort of giving you a view of what the heck's going on in here. No, can't get it in that way. Thankfully, I have two different pop rivet guns. This one, which has kind of a wide head, but it also can be turned 90 degrees or, 90 degrees off center so that you can hold the handle of it vertically inside of a construction piece like this. So we'll be going up and down the wing. I'm sorry, the stabilizer here to get all, 12 of those pop rivets in place. And I hate pop rivets. They're totally fine construction wise, but I just don't like using the pop rivet gun at all. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem right to me. So that was the rear spar. I just wanted to verify that it was still I wasn't squeezing anything wrong and whatnot. And now I'm marking off where different types or different lengths of rivets are going to be used in the skin to skeleton attachment, because based on how thick the material is below the skin changes what length of rivet you should use to properly secure it. So I marked them all down. I drew all over this beautifully shiny skin, well, minus my handprints all over it, just to make sure that I was using the right size rivets in the right locations. That way I could just sort of go back to it and have it all drawn out for me instead of going back and forth to the plans each time. Also, when you're putting these skins on, the smart thing to do with any of a skin attach is to go from the center out and from the center back. And I guess right there I'm just inspecting to make sure all of those meet standards. The reason for the center out in the nose back or the center back is you're creating a tension outward from center that should reduce the ability for the skin to sort of pillow or oil can between attach points. So as you slowly work it outward, it gets tighter and tighter and tighter from the center outward and makes for a very, very nice smooth surface. I think this was different, sets of rivets or different length rivets going inward toward the inboard point here. Yep, I'm using a bag specifically for these because I drew it out and I knew what I was looking for. So that was a nice little tip that I would suggest anybody do. Draw on the skin for the rivets that you're going to use. So, and as my diagram comes back up here, that means we're nearing the end of this video. So thanks for joining, and see you next time where we continue work on this piece of the airplane. the brown one that's zooming in right now.